My next question goes to Damith. Damith, the HNB has been in the news with a lot of good news, I would say, backing some major deals and at the same time, good and I would say great financial performance despite competitive times. You come from an industry where one would say it's not just competitive but ultra competitive, the financial services sector. And when the competition gets that intense, that tough, I believe people always make the difference. As a leader, I can't even imagine how tough that role might be, leading the people in such a competitive industry. But my question to you is, what's your mantra? Like every chef has their own mantra for making the dish special. What's your mantra as a leader for getting the best out of people in the toughest of times?
Thank you very much. Thank you, BIMT, for inviting me. It's a pleasure and honor, and especially, seated in front of my former chairman itself is a privilege and an honor to be part of this panel. So, very, very relevant question. So, I manage 6,000 plus people in the bank in 255 locations, and that staff force coming from multiple generations. It is not younger workforce, it's not a mature workforce, it's a mix of people. And of course, banking is tech driven increasingly, but it's a service organization. What we provide is a service, it's not a product. So if you want to be competitive, we need to ensure the human aspect is taken care of than anything else. You can replace systems, you can replace processes, but to replace people, it takes a lot of time. And it's the toughest part in managing and leading. So my mantra has been, increasingly we need to empower people. So we need to tell them how something can be serviced or performed. So we should encourage people to find solution, not only escalate problems. To do that, they need to have empowerment. So my mantra has been, trust them with responsibilities, hold them accountable for results. So when they give them space to resolve something, and when they know they're accountable for results, so invariably they will try to do the best. They will find ways within the parameters and the regulations what we have set for ourselves. How do I give the best solution? But having said that, to do that, there is a lot of influence that comes from the culture. So as a leader, I need to influence the culture as well. The culture has to be innovative. Culture has to be supportive. Culture needs to foster innovation. So otherwise, that empowerment doesn't give results. So something that we practice as a mantra, as a part of the internal culture is, you need to fail fast, learn fast. You need to accommodate that pilot. Some of the transactions that you'll have seen in the market is as a result of that. So you don't drag on if you know that something is going to fail. You fail fast, learn fast, and move on. But to do that, you need to have a good framework of governance. That governance framework should not lose your agility. So the adaptability, I have seen very interesting slides coming from Mr. Birakodi's presentation, how the workforce, that is the candidates who are coming into the workforce, sometimes needs a fair bit of guidance on agility and the adaptability. So that is very important in a corporate culture, and that has to become a mantra for you to ensure that the results are driven through whatever that the direction that you want to. So in banking, there is something special because banking is regulated by multiple regulators. So even though we have the mantra to make sure that you empower people with responsibilities and you hold them accountable for results, there are multiple compliance frameworks. So the compliance is non-negotiable in banking. But at the same time, if you want to sustain, adapt and move forward, we need to be mindful and be aware the innovation is indispensable. So if you inculcate that culture, that you continue to innovate, that means you bring adaptivity to the running climate into the culture, I think that's where you thrive your staff, the employees, to deliver more, and that eventually grow the organization better.
Thank you, Damith. I think that answer was more of a mini masterclass on leadership by itself. And it's very interesting you mentioned about culture, as we all know that culture eats strategy for breakfast each day, and the importance of setting the right culture in place, which helps to get some of those remarkable results you've been showing as well as a financial entity. So thank you so much for your thoughts.